Sheffield's 500th career home run in April was just the first of many unforgettable milestone moments in 2009.
Down the right field line, opposite field. It hit the foul pole. Home run number 4.
Vladimir Guerrero blasted his 400th home run,
And that is a grand slam.
while Albert Pujols became the fastest player to reach the 350 home run mark with a game-winning shot against the Reds. And in June, two of baseball's most exclusive clubs opened their doors to a pair of the game's most enduring stars.
Randy Johnson pitches 6 great innings and wins number 300.
There's Cano to Teixeira, the 500th save for Mariano Rivera, the second in history to reach that plateau.
How about that?
To pitch, hit in the air and deep, right center field. On the way, a one-hopper that will send him around to third. He'll slide in without a throw. He's done it. Ian Kinsler with a standing ovation. He got the triple PS hit for the cycle.
Minutes away from first pitch in Denver. Stay tuned for Rockies baseball. Next. The air is crisp and fans are ready for baseball as we welcome you inside Coors Field in Denver, as MLB The Show gets set to bring you another edition of Major League Baseball. We've got a good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Mets taking on the Colorado Rockies. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to take you through this one. With me, as always, your former big leaguers Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler. And Soup, you've been at this for a long time now. What catches your eye when we look at a matchup like this?
Well, I think we can keep an eye on our pitching matchup here. Two excellent starters get the ball in this one, so runs could be coming at a premium.
All right, Dave, we'll hear from Rex shortly, but now let's check out the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets. It's brought to us by State Farm. Call, click, or visit and start saving today. They'll match up against a tough assignment indeed, the very hard-throwing young right-hander Ubaldo Jimenez. Now a quick look at the defensive alignment for the Rockies. Coming up now, the leadoff man, Jose Reyes, as we are ready for baseball in Denver. And we are underway tonight in Denver as the first pitch is looked at for ball one. Now the 1-0 pitch. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. A little chilly but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1.
And that's in there at 95. Won't see any of those in batting practice.
And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. Oh, and it goes right past him out there at short. But he is in there.
Well, when you got a guy like this on the mound, you got to cherish any break you can get. They really need to make these guys pay for that error.
Luis Castillo steps in now. And this is off the glove of Olivo as it gets away from him. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Just a little too much snap on that one. Started it too far down in the zone, and that'll allow the runner to get up to second base.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
And as a number 2 hitter, you got to get that guy to third so the 3, 4, and 5 guys can get him home and get you the lead.
Strike called, 2-1.
Boy, almost an identical pitch as the last one, but this time he gets the call.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And that's going to fall, a base hit. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead.
So they'll draw first blood in this one. That was a good swing, and just like that, they get off to a 1-0 lead here in the first.
David Wright will take his cuts now. And that misses for ball one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
And he's had a pretty good look at those first 2 pitches. Be aware, 2-0.
Ball 3-0.
And he likes to throw that slider off the fastball. Might want to make a mental note of that one.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
And you can tell they didn't want to give him much of a shot at anything there. We'll probably see a lot of that going forward.
Carlos Beltran will be the batter. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike one.
And after a walk and an error in the inning, he needs to concentrate now.
Slice down the left side, but foul.
That's a foul.
And a swing and a miss that time by Beltran, and he's set down on strikes for the first out.
And you'll see here from behind home plate, look at the rotation on this thing. It starts up around the shoulders and then boom! That's a hard late break.
Jason Bay will get his first opportunity now. Now here's the first pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Yep, first and second, one out. You'd love a ground ball here to maybe limit the damage to one.
And this ball will be chopped foul. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. First and second now, one man out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
This is the perfect spot and perfect time to throw that slider. Looks just like the fastball he threw on the previous pitch, but look at the late break on this thing. That breaks at about the 58-foot mark, and he just can't pick it up.
Daniel Murphy will step in now. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Leading a lot of pitches out over the plate here in the first. It's already gotten him in trouble.
Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. He's set, now the pitch. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And Gonzalez will make the catch, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Mets 1 and the Rockies nothing. Starting lineup for Jim Tracy and the Rockies looks like this. Carlos Gonzalez will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Good pitch there as he gets him to swing underneath it for strike 1. And a foul ball straight back. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and Gonzalez is down on strikes for the first out.
And judging by his reaction to this thing, he was looking for something else. I guess he was just trying to fight this off and live to see another pitch, but he looked pretty foolish there.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring up Dexter Fowler, the center fielder. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
Wow, look at the big fella making that play over at first. He's going to have to stretch out about as wide as he can just to catch this thing, and then he still keeps his foot in the bag.
So 2 away now as in steps Todd Helton. And this is fouled straight back. Now the pitch. Boy, and a good cut there by Helton as he comes up empty, 0-2.
And they'd love to get through this first inning 1-2-3. There's no doubt about that.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And with 2 outs and 2 strikes, the last thing you want to do is hit a guy and prolong the inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a pitch on the way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So a terrific inning there as Santana looks stronger than ever. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Mets 1 and the Rockies nothing. Jeff Francoeur leads things off now in the top half of the second. Oh, and he gets the fastball on the first pitch and shoots it into center field for a leadoff single.
Right out of the windup and right into the stretch on the first pitch of the second. I guarantee you that's not what he had in mind when he was throwing his warm-up pitches.
Omir Santos stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
And let's see if he makes him throw a strike here.
And this is poured in at the letters, 2-1 now.
And when you've got a 98-mile-an-hour heater, why even bother with the other stuff? Especially against a dude like this.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, among National League pitchers last season, he walked just about as many batters as anyone, and this becomes his second walk of the game thus far.
And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. But he'll be in there easily.
Well, just trying to give himself up here, but it turns out to be a defensive disaster as now the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats, foul.
That's a foul.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Throw by Barmas gets him for route number 1.
Another run in to score on the ground out, so he does his job there and makes this a 2-0 ball game.
Luis Castillo will step in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to pad this lead a bit early on. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
And they've got a chance to double this lead to 4-0 if he can come through, so this is a big AB.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He waits, now the pitch. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Here's where he likes to bust guys in with that slider. That could be coming next.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And let's check this out in show motion. He didn't like this call. Does he have a case? Looks like he probably does. But with 2 strikes, that's way too close to take.
David Wright will be the batter. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And in an RBI spot here, I think you need to be a little more aggressive, especially if you're a 3, 4, or 5 guy.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger, 2 strikes.
Boy, and the Mets have got to make sure they get more than just one this inning.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes.
If you're going to try to get that guy to fish for a curveball down there, you better make sure you can keep it in front of you.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
And here in the early stages, he's already up over 40 pitches now.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. If you go ahead and walk him, you're loading the bases for your cleanup hitter.
Hit hard, but foul. The 3-2 one more time. And they won't tempt it here with Wright as that pitch misses for ball 4.
Well, 2 at-bats and 2 walks for him so far. Sometimes in your scouting report, you highlight guys that you will not let beat you. And it's pretty obvious they want no part of him at the plate.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and here's the ever-dangerous Carlos Beltran. Ball 1.
And he's like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs now. Danger is everywhere.
But foul. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
And compounding matters here is the fact he's throwing a lot of pitches in the inning.
And this one gets away. That could be a run. It is.
And not only does it bring the run in, but that also takes off the force at any base with 2 outs.
Hit hard down the right field line. But foul. Second and third, 2 away. Here's the full count offering. Off-speed pitch here, and he pops him up. Drifting toward the left side of the infield. Stewart has got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Mets lead this one 3-0. Troy Tulowitzki will lead things off for Colorado, to be followed by Brad Hopp waiting on deck. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
And if you're going to throw him fastballs up, make sure that they're plenty up.
Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
These guys have just looked out of sync here in the early going tonight.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, I just got done with the Angels fantasy camp back in January, and this swing is worse than about 95% of the ones I saw there. I mean, you can't look any worse than that.
So 1 away here for the right fielder, Brad Hopp. Now the first pitch. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
And he's just breezing right now.
Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Well, I think you'd have to agree when I say that slider of Santana's is electric.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, he's certainly got the strikeout pitch working, as you get a look at this one on pitch track. He's sat down the first 5 men in the ballgame so far, 4 of them on punch-outs.
Ian Stewart digs in at the plate. First pitch on the way. Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1.
Boy, and he has been razor sharp these first 2 innings.
Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Dude.
And a strike 3 here, but now the ball gets away. Throw to first is in time, though, so the drop third strike doesn't hurt him as this side is retired. So very nice work there by Santana as he holds on to a 3-0 lead. Jason Bay is ready to go here as we begin the third.